my channel. So for today's video I'm doing my first meal prep and I have a lot planned, but we'll see what we can accomplish today because I'm planning on doing more dinner items and I'm also limited on freezer space, so we will see. Also, if you hear some voices in the background, that's just my son watching some TV while I'm filming this, and later on he will be doing some of his chores. So yeah, so if you would like to see what kind of meal prep I will end up doing, please continue watching and consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a like. So the first thing that I'm going to be cooking is stuffing for some baked peppers. I really love baked peppers and I'm going to do that. So let's go. So for those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Maria and I'm a mom of a 5-year-old boy and I'm a wife. I go full-time to work outside the house and I'm also pregnant with our second baby boy, which will be arriving someday in December. So yeah, I'm currently doing some postpartum freezer meals because I'm going to need them a lot after postpartum, since I believe that I'm going to be having a second C-section. So yeah, let's go. I already have my pot out, and so here I have 1 kilogram of ground meat, and I'm only going to be using half of it, so half a kilo, and we will see what we're going to be end up adding. So let's go. So first things first, I'm going to brown my ground beef, and then I'm going to add some of this homemade Gjouvech. I have a recipe on my channel. If you would like, I can link it so you can check it out. So this has basically every base vegetables, from onions to okra to tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and it is a great way to substitute fresh vegetables when you don't have one. So I'm currently out of onions. I thought that I had some onions in my pantry, but I guess we have finished it. So we are using this one, and I know that it's going to taste well because I have done this before. So yeah, let's ground the meat first, and then I will add some of this, and then my 3 cups of rice, and we will stuff the peppers. I have some homegrown red peppers. We had a garden this year, first time garden, and we have grown some homegrown peppers. So we have grown some peppers. So yeah, I have them in the freezer because I wanted them specifically for this. I wanted them for this meal prep specifically, and yeah, let's go ahead. So this is meat that I have gotten from a local butcher shop, and it's freshly ground. I know because this butcher shop has a lot of traffic and they have their meats fresh. So yeah, I'm going to be using half of the meat, and the other half I'm going to be freezing it, or we're going to be doing some lasagnas. soon. We're going to be using it up. Yeah. I also didn't mention, every time I do these meal preps, even though I don't film them, I tend to have my dishwasher empty just because it's easier for me to throw in dirty dishes, and the cleanup is much easier and much faster. So I'm using this pot just because I tend to make because I'm going to make a lot of stuffing. If it's for only one meal, I'm using it a saucepan because it's only for one meal and it takes up the perfect amount of space. So now, since I'm going to bulk it up, and then I'm going to add water because the rice needs water to cook a little bit, so it's halfway done because we're going to bake it afterwards. So we're going to be needing a bigger pot. That's why I brought this one out. So normally when I do stuffed peppers, I brown the onion first, but since I don't have onion and I'm going to be using Gjouvech, I am browning the meat first, but you can go ahead and brown the onions first. I will have the recipe that I originally used for one serving down in the description box, and I will also have this recipe down in the description box if you would like to try. If you do try it, please make sure to leave it down in the comments to let me know if you do like it or not. I'm going to be adding 1.5 cup of this golden mix. It has everything: carrots, peas, corn, everything. Who does meal prep without onion and without garlic powder? I guess it's just me. Let's add some salt. I measure salt and pepper with my heart, so go to taste. have never made this much of material for this much of stuffing for stuffed peppers. And don't be intimidated that there is too much water. The rice is going to soak it up. So we will end up with a nice thick stuffing. And yeah, this just needs to heat. This just needs now to heat up and boil. So you will see. I believe that I used 4.5 cups of water until now. So if we need more, we will add. If we don't, that's okay. So, but this is a lot of stuffing. I'm going to be having 3 dinners worth from here. So, win-win. Some of the peppers are this big. You don't have to stuff them all the way. You can go ahead and stuff them until right here, just because you don't want to spill them over. You don't want them to spill over. So yeah. So I have cleaned them first, washed them, destemmed them, and deseeded them, so they're nice and hollow inside. And I can go ahead and stuff them right in. If you want, you can go ahead and stuff them until here. Yeah. So this is almost ready. I ended up adding 1 more cup of water because I felt like it needed. And after it is done, I'm going to go ahead and stuff the peppers and wait for them to cool and throw them in the freezer. So, and since I'm making freezer meals, I'm going to be also making dinner for tonight, just because I don't want to stand in the kitchen just for nothing for today and having to cook another meal. So yeah. So prepared like this, I'm going to be baking them for almost half an hour, just so it can heat through everything and bake the peppers since they're partially frozen. And I'm going to be waiting for the stuffing to cool off so I can stuff the other peppers and throw them in the freezer. So as you can see, I have filled the peppers, leaving some space, and if I had some tomatoes or potatoes or something, I would seal the hole, but I did not have at the time, and I left them like that. I also left the ones that are for the freezer like this, and I did not have any problem at all with it. It is day 2. Yesterday I couldn't finish everything I wanted because I started up late, and now I'm going to attempt and finish at least the ground beef recipes. So yeah, I have about 2 hours before I need to head out for work. And let's see if we can actually accomplish that. So this next recipe is going to be a lasagna, and I have the recipe on my channel that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to make a few swaps because, as I said yesterday, I don't have onions here, so I'm going to use Gjouvech. And yeah, so I'm going to leave the link for the lasagna recipes as well down in the description box. So let's start. Since I started later that day, I did not have time to finish everything that I have planned, so it took me 2 days to finish the meal, the freezer meal prep, and that's okay. For the lasagna recipe, as I said, I have the full recipe on my channel, which I will link in the description box, and you can see the measurements and everything there. Okay, so I have finished the lasagna and now it's time for the meatballs. I will make them and I will freeze them so we can take out and bake them or fry them, whatever we feel like it. So yeah. So for the meatballs, I have made my standard recipe, and I have the only difference that I have made is that I froze this instead of cooking it right away. I used the aluminium pan and layered it with a stretch foil, and between the two layers of the meatballs I did add another layer of saran wrap so they won't stick. And I also wrapped it after I was finished with the meatballs. Wrapped it very well. Every recipe that I have done, I have wrapped very well with saran wrap, and since I did not have aluminum foil, I ended up wrapping them later with aluminum foil, but they did great in the freezer. So I have finally finished the meal prep with the ground beef, and now all I have left is the cleanup, and it's right on time because I need to be at the door in about 1 hour and I need to get ready for work. So thank you guys all so much for watching. If you did like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up, or maybe share it with a friend. I really hope that it was helpful about meal prep ideas for postpartum and just to have on hand when you need some easy meals, half-made meals. So yeah, see you soon. Take care. Bye.